What's up, y'all? My name is Moy. I do a lot of fashion-based content. My cat started playing with this toy right as I hit record. So today I'm gonna show y'all my most worn items of 2025. In each category, I have like 1 to 4 things to show you guys, and let's just get into it. We're gonna start with jackets, and primarily the one that I bought going into 2025, the Somar Veil Bomber. I bought this in December of 2024 in preparation for my Japan trip in January. At the time, my only really warm jacket was a super big puffer that I did not want to bring on the plane or try to pack. I've been watching Owen for a few years at this point, and I saw that he was releasing this jacket, and it looked like the perfect item for my trip. And man, was I right. And most of the pins on this jacket I actually bought in Japan. Starting with the I love boys, just kidding. My best friend had gave that to me in the airport on the way. And from there, it just collected. If you've never seen this jacket before, it's basically a traditional MA1 bomber with a slight twist. It has this veil covering, which is why it's called the Veil Bomber, that is designed to get caught and ripped on things throughout its lifetime. And that's one of the main reasons I've worn this jacket so much this year, is I'm so excited to see how it's gonna wear and look over time. On the trend of cool jackets, the Kapital Boro jacket. This is the tea core edition, which means after the entire garment was made, they dipped it into a vat of black tea, giving it this dark brown, black, rusty look. Hand produced in Japan, and every item is super unique. Very small quantities of these released every single year, and they're upcycled from Kapital's denim scraps into this beautiful one-of-one jacket. This is the spring first variation, which means it has the viscose or rayon lining in the interior. They do make a fall first edition, which is blanket lined. Again, this jacket displays more of my pin collection. The two on the collar are both gifts from my girlfriend. These 3 I have bought. The 2 on the left are vintage. The one up here is from a concert I went to for a band called Fleshwater. These 2 I bought from a vintage market. My best friend Nori gave me this one, and this one I bought when I was out in Japan. Again, this is just another garment that the more you wear, the better it looks as it distresses over time. And the last jacket I have to show you is super different from the first 2. It is the Arcteryx Asset Air Shell. It is so insanely lightweight, but blocks so much wind. It can literally pack up into its own pocket. I wore this almost every single day of spring, and if it wasn't on my body, it was inside of my bag, because it was just so useful. Spring, hey, you have random showers, it's windy. Up until maybe midsummer, this was on the body, and then once it got to fall again, I started getting chills. This again, because it's so lightweight, you don't feel like you're wearing a heavy jacket, but on those windy days, it just does everything. I honestly could not sing praises more of this jacket. I bought it off a whim, and I'm surprised with how much I ended up wearing it this year. Next, let's cover shoes. These are by far my #1 shoe of 2025, the Asics Kiko Strax. When I first started seeing the images of these online, I was obsessed and I knew I needed them. However, when they finally released, the black colorway did not come to America, only blue and red. This was an Asian specific color. So when I went to Japan, I went to the Kiko store. They had a single size 10 left. And this is one of the best purchases I've made this entire year. You can tell from the creasing all across the front how the heels are completely worn away. Funny enough, when I got these and I sent pictures to my girlfriend, she wasn't a big fan of them. And then when I got back home and she saw me wearing them, she imported a pair herself because she thought they were so cool. I've worn them with dress pants and a button up, and I've also worn them with t-shirts and pairs of ripped shorts. They're just so versatile in my day-to-day life, and the first pair of shoes that I had bought all 2025. Now, right when I got back from Japan and was like, I need to start saving money again, Jordan hit us over the head with this fucking banger. This perfect classic, the 85 Bred ones. I'm not a big Jordan person or sneakerhead, but this shoe holds a lot of sentimental meaning to me. When I was 16 or 17 and my youngest brother was born, my dad had bought a pair of Jordans in his favorite OG colorway for each of his kids to represent which number kid they are. I'm his first child, so I received the Bred ones. And I beat that pair to hell and back. I love that shoe to death. And he had asked once we had outgrown the shoe or were done with them to give him back to him. So he still owns that original pair. So when I saw they were bringing out this perfect recreation of the 85s, I had to buy them. And let me tell you, I wore this shoe to hell and back. The creases in it are just disgusting. I have scratches all across the leather. I'm starting to form heel drag on the outsides. These really suck to break in with that super stiff 85 leather. But once you do, they're just like gloves. And the last shoes on my feet right now, checkered Van slip-ons. Not a whole lot to say about these, they're just the OTW editions. I mean, you can just tell in how dirty they are, how much they've been worn. Just a classic shoe that works with almost every outfit. Onto bags, I only have one that I kept coming back to religiously, and that is the Somar Signal bag. I received this for Christmas last year from my girlfriend, and I couldn't be happier with it. I primarily wear this bag on my right side, and you can tell in the wear of the horsehair how much I've used this. GG. I'm gonna have like walked around it. whatever. It fits my laptop beautifully. It holds just enough for the day. It elevates almost every single outfit, and I'm always guaranteed to get a compliment whenever I bring this bag out. We're gonna save pants for last, so let's just go straight into t-shirts. Starting with my #1 most worn item of 2025, bar none, this Silent Hill Revelations 3D t-shirt. This was my girlfriend's shirt, but I stole it from her and told her she is never getting it back, and she fully knows that it is now mine. It fits me perfectly. I love the graphic. I really want to get the nurses from this shirt tattooed on me at some point. Also this year, I played and beat the Silent Hill 2 remake. I still need to play Silent Hill F. I'm just waiting for it to go on sale. This is my second most worn graphic t-shirt from this year. I love my penis. I saw this one grailed and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Telling the world when you go outside or posting online, hey, in case you're wondering, I love myself. It's by some old comedy shirt brand called Don't Panic, printed on a 707 blank, size large. If I'm wearing a graphic tee and it's not that, it's probably this. On to blanks, one of my most unexpected cops of the year. This Calvin Klein blank heather gray shirt. Now I say unexpected because one of my neighbors just had a rack of clothes in front of their house one day and it said free. I just grabbed this shirt, I was like, oh, whatever. And, oh, sorry, not even Calvin Klein, fucking Banana Republic. Calvin Klein was the other thing I got from them. I got a button-up shirt from them that was Calvin Klein. Regardless, they had a rack of clothes, it said free. I grabbed a few things from it, just not thinking much of it. And this shirt fits me so fucking well. It looks great, the heather's amazing. And I don't usually wear heather, but this heather, it's just like done right. It's a size small, their basic crew. I mean, what else does there say? It's a blank shirt, but it just, and it was free. You can't beat free clothes. Lastly, the most pricey t-shirt on this entire list, the Valence frame shirt. Just a black merino wool short sleeve shirt. It has this frame design across the back where the seams go up, across, and down. It just hugs the body so right. This is an extra small. Not much to say about it. I love it so much, I bought 2 of them. And I bought the long sleeve variant for wintertime. The only dress shirt I have on this entire list is this Valence Mentry shirt. It is a nylon button up. I say with quotations because it only has a single button at the top closure and then the rest of it is a zipper. But I wear this all the time. By itself, I wear it on top of other things for layering. On to the final category, pants. Starting on body, these are the Yuriman blanket sweatpants. But I don't really wear these at the house. I mainly just wear them as my in the crib sweatpants, and they're phenomenal. They're the perfect weight, especially for this winter time where you just wanna be cozy and warm. They're dual line, so I'm not actually wearing a thermal. This is part of the pant itself. The size of the pockets on these things are insane. Like, who needs that much pocket? And it's not just the back ones either. It's fucking crazy. The first pair of denim I bought out in Japan. These are a pleated denim designed to replicate a Hakima style pant. And I wore these so much at the top of the year. The main reason I stopped wearing them is I bought a second pair of denim in July. And also, I fucked up the cuff. The heel bites, whatever, I don't care about that. But the cuff itself is like this all detached. And in all honesty, I've just been too lazy to take them to a tailor. And I haven't really worn them since August. But up until then, I wore the hell out of these pants. They're comfortable, they're a baggy fit. A black warp and weft, just how I like my denim to be. Made in Japan, all the key buzzwords. Actually, not all of them, they're not salvage. And the pleats are reversible. So you have these buttons right here. So then you just have your pleat free. You just switch the pleat side. And just like that, you have a side pleat now instead of the front pleat. Such a cool concept. I love these pants. Onto the denim I wore the second half of 2025, the Somar lag denim. This pair of denim was designed to look as though you had lagged out while loading into a video game, and that concept resonated so heavy with me. As an avid gamer who puts hundreds, if not thousands of hours into games every single year, the concept of a pair of denim made for gamers by a gamer was just too perfect to not buy. While from afar appearing to be a normal pair of black denim, the moment you get up close to them, you notice there's something off. They have a quad pocket design and a seam running through the middle of the pants, as if your character model was loading in from the bottom, and right after they got to the pocket, it lagged out and started again. And while not only is the concept cool, the design is beautiful, the garment actually came out so well. 14-ounce denim, this pair is actually salvage. Again, a black weft and warp, giving that true all black effect. I have no idea if he ever plans to restock these, but if he does, I highly encourage you to get a pair. You will not be disappointed. And to finish out, my favorite pair of shorts, Martine Rose tape denim short. These are a wide leg short with a cut off distressed seam, but what makes them super special is this faux tape effect. I have no idea how they achieve this, but it feels and looks like you have duct tape on your pants. I wish I knew exactly what they used for this because I would love to recreate this with my own items. They were a super deep black when I first got them. I wear them all summer 2024, all summer 2025, and I'm pretty sure summer of 2026 will be no different. These will be spammed. You have tape on the front left pocket and on the back right pocket, This actually, the whole right side is exposed and have become one of my favorite things to wear once it gets warm outside. When it comes to hats, I have 3 that stayed on my head all year. The Kapital Fisherman in the Sea Crash Bucket Hat in black. The Arcteryx Big Bird Beanie. This is the 2020 version when they were still made with wool and had a bit of a smaller fit than the new ones. And then this Tokyo exclusive chain stitch LA Dodgers hat. I wear the same 3 rings every single day. First is Chrome Hearts nail ring I bought when I was 21. My great grandmother's engagement ring that I stack with the Chrome Hearts one. And then this ring I bought in Japan. I'm not even gonna try to say the person's name because I'm gonna butcher it. I have 3 chains that I mostly wear stacked, but the one I wear most by itself is gonna be this. All made in Japan, sourced from small independent jewelry designers. And then a surprise in my watch collection, my baby G's what made it to wrist most days. I can't explain why. So these are my fashion mains of 2025, and this was honestly very eye-opening for me to see what things that I really wear on repeat over and over and over again, just could not stop spamming. And what did I buy this year that I thought would end up that way, but just sat in my closet for the most part. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing my collection, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Maybe hit me on Instagram and TikTok. I post daily on both those platforms. And with that, bye.